did you have a comment as well?
Want me to talk into this?
Yes. Good.
Good evening. Good evening, board members, Dr. Rubio, Ms. Emery. I'll admit I'm a little bit nervous at the moment, so I'm going to just try and slow down and relax.
Okay. Can you introduce yourself for those
my name-
watching at home?
My name is Malcolm Waugh. I'm one of the first grade teachers at Annie Yates. And it struck me that I've never seen the end of a board meeting. The few times I've stayed late, I've still left before they've got over. So I've got an impression that they go on forever, and I'll try and be brief. So I hope I'll only need like 3 or 4 minutes. Do I have a maximum? Do I have a?
You have 3 minutes?
3 minutes.
3 minutes.
Okay. Okay, then excuse me for being really straight and blunt. I want to put on your radar an issue which I've already explained to you, John and Lisa. And it has to do with climate change. It's something I expect you just sort of to take in at the moment and then think about later, but because you're the decision-making body for the district, I think it should be on your radar. I just want to let you know about some reading that I've done and something I'm concerned about. I want to update you, I think, update you basically on the state of the climate, just two items. One is the condition of the Arctic, and the other, the condition of the sea ice in the Arctic, and the other is about a greenhouse gas, methane. So as quickly as I can, first the sea ice. About 10 years ago, I read a handful of climate science books, got moderately concerned, put them on the shelf, went back into the classroom. Very recently, I came across reports from research expeditions that are reporting about the accelerating rate of the Arctic sea ice disappearing. About 10 years ago, the projection was from the main climate body, the IPCC, that the sea ice would be completely gone, at least at the end of the melt season, roughly by the end of the century, about 2100. The same year they made that projection, it took a dramatic dip, and now the consensus is that the Arctic will be ice-free this year. If not this year, next year. When I found that out, that's an observation. They're recording the amount of sea ice loss. That shocked me. That scared me. That told me that the rate is accelerating. They were off by something like 80 years on the projection. That's the first point. Second point is, this past summer, a joint Russian-US research expedition that's been studying the huge subsea continental shelf in the Arctic north of Russia, the East Siberian Russian shelf, is pluming methane. 2 years ago, they were observing direct pluming, and this past summer, they've seen it greatly increased. That is also very worrisome because methane is, on the short term, something on the order of 100 times stronger greenhouse gas than carbon dioxide. Putting those two things together makes me think, and I have a background in biological science and I've done some reading. Otherwise, I'm a first grade teacher. But from what I've read, putting those two things together tells me that it is possible that we may see dramatic change much sooner than everyone expects or would like to believe. Since that's a possibility, it should be on your radar. I have no idea how you plan or prepare. I'm even not sure I haven't oriented myself to it, but that's why I'm here, is to put that on your radar as a possibility, that it's something you'll have to deal with as the governing board of the district. So what I've got for you, since I know it's just a huge thing, I've got as mainstream media a piece of summary article that I could find, not arcane and full of graphs, but a journalistic piece, which I'll give you, which you can take and look at and then look into further. And unless there's any questions at the moment, I feel like I've discharged my conscience or my duty to let you know this.
Well, thank you for coming here and raising the issue, and continue to let us know as you think about it and percolate and bring it into your classroom and suggest how you know, amongst your colleagues and the district staff, how we can think about bringing this into the curriculum. I think that's, we appreciate your time.
John, if I could respond to that. This is the first issue that has come up for me that I am not bringing into the classroom. I can't, this is the first thing that has come up for me that I cannot address my students about. I've always felt good about if a child asked something, as long as it was not in the category of you need to ask your parents, I could answer it, I would address it, including we're all mortal. We're not going to live forever, which is a scary thing for all of us to deal with, and particularly at this 6, 7, 8-year age. But this, I realized, was something I now have a belief that I can't share with my students. So I'm not going to share it in the classroom.
A sobering thought.
I'm sorry?
A sobering thought. Thank you. Not really at this time. We're just taking public comment. All right. Yes, we're happy to entertain questions. Emails are on the website, or catch us on a break. Any other public comment?